We'll begin today's practice in a seated position. So if you just come to the center of the mats or space on the floor, wherever you are today, and just get comfy. And for a moment, just take your attention to your breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just take 2 more deep breaths just like that, breathing all the way in, filling up from the base of your stomach first, and then exhaling completely. And just see if you can let any stress or tension start to disappear as you exhale. And then when you've taken your 3 deep breaths, just begin by rolling the shoulders back and down, maybe 5 times backwards, and then 5 times forwards. From here, we're just going to plant the hands on the knees, and we're going to exhale as we kind of round through the shoulders, sucking the navel back towards the spine and finding a seated cat position, tucking the chin to the chest. And then inhale as you lift up, opening the chest towards the ceiling, eye gaze up, let the head hang back. Exhale to round. Inhale to lift. 3 more just like that. Exhale. And then just come back to center. And we'll slowly inhale as we lift one arm up, reaching up tall. Exhale, reach all the way over to the other side. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, reach further. One more, all the way in. Exhale. Inhale as you come back to center, switching over the arms, reaching up tall now with the other arm, and then exhaling to do the exact same thing on the opposite side. Inhale, exhale, reach further. Exhale again, and then inhale as you come all the way back up. We're going to take the right hand over to the left knee. Inhale to lift, exhale to twist to look behind. Take 2 deep breaths. And then inhale as you come all the way back to center, switching over the sides. So left hand to right knee. Inhale as you lift, exhale to twist round and look behind. And again, just 2 deep breaths. Coming all the way back to center as you inhale, we're going to come onto our hands and knees, tuck our toes and press up into down facing dog. From here, just think about bending the knees, spreading the fingers and pressing the crown of the head towards the floor. Point the tailbone high and really find that length in your spine. Open up the shoulders, stretch out the spine. Maybe just take a few pulses through the arms, opening up those shoulders, just gently stretching the body. And then when you're ready, you can begin to extend the legs, pedaling, alternating the feet from side to side, opening up the hips, the calves, the hamstrings, the ankles. And then we're going to inhale as we roll forwards, dropping the hips and coming up into Cobra. If Cobra is too much for you, feel free to come back down to Sphinx. Press the ground away, lift the chest up nice and tall, and just draw a figure of 8 with your hips. As you move from side to side, opening up the front body, taking a couple of deep breaths. And then back the other way if you can. And then whenever you're ready, tuck the toes, press back to down facing dog. walk the feet all the way in towards the hands, and we're going to come into ragdoll. So bend at the knees, draw the chest over the thighs, crown of the head towards the floor, holding opposite elbow in opposite hand. You're just gently going to either stay still, you can swing from side to side, or you can bounce up and down, yogi's choice. Just take a couple of deep breaths here, focusing on opening up the lower back, the glutes, and the hamstrings. And then from here, we're going to inhale as we come all the way up, extended Tadasana, reaching up tall. We're going to go straight into the flow today, so keep that length in the spine. As we exhale, we're going to come down into an Uttanasana forward fold, so no ragdoll this time. Think about drawing the chest over the thighs, crown of the head towards the floor, and if you need to, you can just soften the knees just slightly. Plant the hands on top of the feet. As you inhale, slide the hands up the shins and find your flat back tabletop position, sending the hips back, straightening the legs. Find a nice neutral spine parallel to the floor, and then exhale as you fold back over those legs. Inhale to lift again. We're going to do this 3 times in total. Exhale. Inhale, flat back, one last time. Exhale, melt over those legs, plant the hands on the floor, and we're just going to walk the feet all the way back to down facing dog. Again, just bend at the knees. If you want to pedal out the feet a few times or pulse through the shoulders, you can. And then on the next inhale, you're going to step through with the left foot into a low lunge. So drop the back knee to the floor, roll the shoulders back and down. Chest comes through the arms, eye gaze forwards. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then on the next inhale, we're going to lift and twist into ninja pose. So keeping the back leg long, straighten the leg out and try and push the outside edge of the foot towards the floor. Taking the left hand inside the left knee, you can have your heel lifted or grounded wherever you need to be. Just find that stretch on the inner thigh, and then just start to reach your nose towards your toes. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then as we inhale, we're going to come all the way up into star, reaching up tall with the hands, and then exhale, release the hands, clasp them behind your back, interlacing the fingers, pull the shoulders back and down, and then as you exhale, hinge at the hips, coming into your wide leg forward fold with a reverse arm stretch. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release the hands, plant the hands on the floor, press into the ground and pull yourself further into the stretch. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then take your right hand to the center of the mat. Inhale as you lift and twist with your left into a revolved wide leg forward fold. Exhale, release. Walk the hands all the way to the front of the mat. Swivel yourself around. We're coming into lizard. So left hand comes on the inside of the left foot, dropping the back knee to the floor. You're going to inhale as you lift and reach through the heart. Eye gaze forward. So really take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. And then lift up with your left hand. Reach forwards. And we're going to take our palm up and take the hand across all the way over to the right, as far as you can go. Feel that stretch just slightly in your hip, and then exhale as you come back, and then inhale to lift and reach into a twisted lizard pose, taking a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release the hands. See if you can grab the back foot now and bring the heel in towards the glute, maybe pulse it a few times for a quad stretch, and then hold for 3, 2, 1, exhale, release. Replace the hand outside of the foot this time and step back to down facing dog. Just pedal out the feet, and then we're going to come into pigeon pose. So bringing that left leg up behind you as you inhale, and then as you exhale, swing it through, bringing the knee at a 45-degree angle towards the front corner of the mat, sliding the right leg back. Press into the ground, so make sure you find a nice level hip position. Don't worry if you're hovering. You can always use a block or a pillow to support. Press into the ground, find that stretch in the right hip flexor, and as you exhale, melt forwards over that front leg. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way back up. And we're going to swivel round onto our sit bones. So we're coming into half head to knee pose. So straightening that right leg out. Bring the left sole of the foot in towards the right thigh. Square the body off to the right leg. Inhale as you lift and lengthen. And then exhale as you fold over that leg. Bringing your chest towards your thigh, head towards your knee. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, melt deeper. And then inhale as you lift all the way up and over. Left hand goes behind you on the floor. Inhale to lift and reach with your right hand up tall. And then exhale as you fold backwards into a half kneeling back bend. Release the hands, circle yourself around and step back to down facing dog, and we'll take a vinyasa. So inhale, roll forwards, high plank options, drop the knees. Exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. And then inhale as you come all the way up to cobra. Exhale, sit back in extended child's pose. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Feel the expansion across the shoulders. And then inhale as you come all the way back up. Find yourself back in down facing dog, and we're going to repeat that sequence on the other side. So setting yourself up in that down facing dog pose, look forwards as you inhale, step your right foot through into that low lunge position, rolling the shoulders back and down, eye gaze forwards, heart comes through the arms. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale, and then inhale as you lift and twist into ninja. So you're over your right leg now, left leg goes out long, and you're trying to push the outside edge of your left foot towards the floor. You're then taking your right arm inside your right leg and then reaching with your left nose towards toes and feeling that stretch on the inner thigh. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then inhale as you come all the way up into star, lifting the hands up tall, reaching up, and then exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back, clasp the hands together, pull the shoulders back and open, and then as you exhale, fold forwards, hinging at the hips into your reverse arm stretch. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, release the hands, plant them in the ground, push yourself and pull yourself into that stretch more by pressing into the ground, pushing the crown of the head towards the floor. Exhale, and then we're going to move the left hand into the center of the mat. Inhale to lift and reach with the right hand into your revolve, wide leg forward fold. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release, walk the hands all the way to the front of the mat, finding our lizard lunge. So right hand is on the inside of the right leg. Coming back down with the left knee and then just letting the hip open on that right side. Roll the shoulders back and down, chest comes through the arms, eye gaze forwards, take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. Reach forwards with the right hand, palm facing up and then across as you exhale over to the left, opening up that hip. Go as far as you feel comfortable. Maybe play with it a little bit while you're there, and then exhale as you come back. Inhale to lift and twist into a twisted lizard pose, pressing up through the left hand to open those shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, release that back hand. See if you can catch the back foot and bring the heel in towards the bum. Maybe you can pulse a few times, just open up that quad. And then hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Reset in your low lunge position. So hand comes outside of the right leg now and step back to down facing dog. Pedal out the feet. And then we're coming into pigeon on the right side. So inhale to lift that right leg up high towards the sky. Swing the leg through as you exhale, coming through at a 45-degree angle with the knee pointing towards the front right corner of the mat. Finding your level hip position, sliding that left leg back, using a block or pillow if you need to, and then press through the ground to find that stretch in that hip flexor. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, melt the body forwards over that front leg. Coming down into sleeping pigeon, just take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way up into that half head to knee pose. So swivel yourself around into a seated position. Left leg stays long, right foot comes in towards the inner left thigh. Inhale as you lift and lengthen. Exhale as you fold and square the body off over that left leg. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you windmill the arms all the way up and over. Right hand goes back behind you on the floor. Inhale to lift and reach with the left up tall. And then exhale as you fold backwards into a half kneeling back bend. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release the hands, come back to your down facing dog position. Pedal out the feet and we'll take a vinyasa. So inhale, roll forwards to high plank, option to drop the knees. Exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up to cobra. And then exhale as you sit back to your extended child's pose. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. Take 2 more deep breaths just like that. And then when you've taken your 3 deep breaths here, just slowly come all the way up to a kneeling position at the back of your mats. We're going to take a moment in hero pose with eagle arms. So in this kneeling position, you can either stay sat on your heels or you can take your feet out just slightly wider than the hips and let the bum come through and find your sit bones on the floor below. You should not feel any pain in your knees. You should just feel a nice stretch across the quads. Keeping the body nice and upright, take the left arm underneath the right, crossing over at the elbows and then wrapping the arms. If you can, flatten the palms together. If you can't, don't worry. And then as you inhale, lift the arms up tall. Feel that stretch across the rotator cuff and into the back of the shoulder. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Exhale, release and switch sides. So crisscrossing, if you need to come up from the hero pose, please do. Crisscross the arms over, right under left, crossing over at the elbows, wrapping the hands again, and then inhaling to lift. And 3 deep breaths again. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release, shake out the arms, and then we're just going to slowly come out of that hero pose, just gently, and come into leg stack pose. So find a seated position in the center of your mat. I'm going to take the right leg underneath the left, taking the left foot and stacking it on top of the right knee. And then letting the left knee, fall slightly towards the right foot. So you should have knee on top of foot, foot on top of knee. If this is too much for you, you can either just come to a cross-leg position or bound ankle pose, whichever you prefer. From here, you're just going to take a nice deep breath as you inhale to lift and reach, and then exhale as we fold forwards over the legs, bringing the chest towards the shins and looking towards the floor just in front of you. Take 3 deep breaths. And then inhale as you come all the way up, and we'll switch sides. So you're taking the left leg under this time, stacking the right foot on top of the left knee. Right knee goes on top of left foot. Inhaling to lift and lengthen, and then exhaling to fold over those legs. Take 3 deep breaths again. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come all the way up. Unravel the legs. We're going to come to a supine position now on the mat. So we're going to come all the way back. You're going to let your left leg go long, and then your right leg is going to come up. Take a hold of your right foot either with your hands, or you can just reach up with both, or hooking your big finger around your big toe, extending the leg, and just holding here for 2 or so breaths. Feeling that stretch in the hamstring. And then you're going to bend that knee and take a hold of the outside of that knee with your left hand, taking the right hand out to the side of you, palm facing down. You're going to take that right knee, all the way over to the left, trying to keep your shoulder glued to the floor, and then take your head to look towards your fingers. So your knee goes in the opposite direction of your eye gaze. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come back up to center. We're going to switch over the knees. So maybe bring both of them in, give them a quick hug, rock from side to side, massage your lower back. And then we're going to extend the right leg down now as we to the floor as we lift the left leg and take a hold of the foot. You can take a hold of the calf as well. Option to use a strap, of course, as well. And you're going to use your 2 big fingers, if you want to hook onto that big toe and find that reclined hamstring stretch. 2 deep breaths. And then again, same as before, as you exhale, bend that knee, taking a hold of the left knee on the outside with the right hand and taking the left hand out wide, palm facing down. You're just going to bring that knee across the right side of the body and inhale as you lift and twist the head to look towards the left. 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you lift both knees back to center. Give them a little hug. Rock from side to side, massage your lower back. From here, just extend the legs, get comfortable on the mat, and you can finish your practice with a mini Savasana, taking your attention to your breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Just take 3 deep inhales. Let your practice settle. And then whenever you feel ready, you can slowly come to seated and finish. Namaste.